Hey guys, it's oージマン. From today, I'm going to start a new series where I'm going to take a kind of like comprehensive overlook of the entire of Japanese and how to learn Japanese through immersion, and dedicate a video to each one of the sections of learning Japanese, and then kind of have like a series where you can watch from start to finish and have all the knowledge you're ever going to need to learn Japanese through immersion, to the point where you won't really need to consult any other source or anything. You'll just be able to use that to get absolutely amazing in the language. Of course, you can always do other things on top of it. It won't be absolutely everything, but it'll be everything necessary, if you get what I mean. Like, if you have all that, you can get to my level, Matt versus Japan's level, anyone's level. There's just certain things, you can make the process faster, you can make it more enjoyable. There's little tricks here and there you can do, and little ways you can change your mindset to speed up the process. But through this series, I'm just going to go through each individual part of learning Japanese through immersion and give you all the knowledge that you're going to need to get to any level you desire in Japanese. So this here will be all the different sections that I'm going to be covering in the following video series. So there's going to be two kind of main sections here, and the first section is going to be the real just core stuff. So it'll be stuff like grammar, kanji, all that kind of stuff, real core knowledge kind of things you need to even be properly immersing in the language and inputting and taking in the language. Then the second part's going to be a little bit more focused on finer details and outputting the language and just fine-tuning everything and fine-tuning your output especially. So now you know what this video series is going to be kind of comprised of. I want to give a few kind of overarching themes that you need to keep in your head throughout all of this. And by far, the most important thing throughout the entirety of this is you've got to keep it very, very simple. One of the biggest things I see out of just all the time is people just overcomplicating absolutely everything. It doesn't need to be complicated. Yeah, learning a language is a difficult thing. It takes a very long amount of time, yeah, but it's not actually a complicated process. In reality, it's a very, very simple process, and you'll see that throughout these next videos that are going to be coming out, and you'll see that it's not actually that complicated of a process unless you choose it to be. And what I want to say, and what I think the biggest principle here that you need to keep in your mind throughout this entire series is don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple, stupid. You know that saying? Just keep it simple, don't overcomplicate it, focus on the core principles and apply that to everything. And the one other massive concept, which will go through all of this, and I'm probably not going to talk about this again, but consistency is key. With immersion or anything, I feel like this doesn't really need to be said, but just to include it, because this is a comprehensive series of Japanese learning, you need to be consistent. Every single day you need to be doing it if you want to learn a language. Like, I've heard someone say, I don't know if it's Matt versus Japan or who said it, but it's like, maybe Kat said it from AJAT. It's kind of like, when you're learning a new language, it's like putting a whole new operating system in your brain. So you're changing from English or whatever your native language is into Japanese. You can't just do that with 10 minutes a day or like a few hours a week. On one day, like Wednesday you do 3 hours and the rest of the week you do nothing. It has to be consistent every single day if you want to get consistent results and actually achieve anything at all in the end. So obviously this can be said with anything in life, whether that be, sports, work, business, whatever. Consistency is key, but more so than anything, in language, consistency is key. And if you're wondering why that is because language isn't just something that progresses over time where you get better. You drop, you get worse over time, you lose it. It's just like, say you're a runner. If you run, you get super fit, you break your leg, you're back to, not to zero, but you've dropped quite a bit. And then you got to get back up again. It's the same thing with language. You can lose your language ability if you're not working on it every single day and improving it and maintaining it. One thing you'll even see when I make videos speaking in Japanese, in some videos, I'll be a million times better in one video than another. And you'll be like, well, that's weird. Did you just get better? But the thing is, I didn't actually get better. It goes up and down, like sometimes, like recently I've been immersing an insane amount into Japanese just for my own enjoyment, and my language is at an all-time peak, at the moment. But a few videos ago when I put out a video just speaking, I barely immersed because I was doing other things, school and that, and so I sounded ridiculous. I sounded terrible compared to what I do sound like now. So the whole point of what I'm saying is you need to be consistent with this entire method and keep it going every single day until you get to a level where it's easy to maintain. In the immersion section, I'll go a bit more in depth onto actual how many hours and how to structure all of it and everything like that. But for now, let's just leave it at this. But that's it for this video today, guys. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, join the Discord, and stay tuned for the next part of this series. It's going to be coming out in the next few days. Thanks.